Welcome back, everyone. Today is going to be day 3 of Sunny's training with me. So usually when you're working with horses, the third day is when you're going to start seeing the most improvement and change in your horse. If you're able to work with your horse consistently for 3 days in a row, it really seems to be the third day that everything really starts to sink in and click with them. Once you first introduce something to them, it becomes an idea. You do it again, it becomes a habit, and if you do it the third time, it becomes an ingrained habit. So we're going on doing everything today, and it's going to be an ingrained habit. So I just kind of go over and I start with everything I did initially. We'll start with yielding the hindquarters, forequarters, and make sure that that's working okay and kind of build from there. We'll work at lowering his head again so then we can potentially work at backing him. There's a few different methods I want to do backing him. If not, then I'll probably, if I can't get him really well at lowering his head yet, I'll still work at backing him with just like direct pressure using the halter and at least get that part working. So I guess I'll go ahead and get started and we will see how much he remembers from the last couple days and see how he seems to be. So let's go, Sunny, let's get you. See what you remember for everybody. Good. Start with the hindquarters. Alright, well he seems to have gotten that pretty well. Good. Then pushing into me. He's doing it 360 with just a look at the hindquarters. So that's exactly what we want. Move it the other way. Good. Now pushing me with the shoulder. Moving the hindquarters. Good. And he was really good about the hindquarters before, so I didn't really suspect him having issues with that. It's going to be his forequarters that he will most likely give me the most trouble with. So we'll see if he makes a liar out of me or not, or if the third day starts making everything kind of sink in for him. So let's see what he does. Good. So I'm just going to stop, let him know that was the correct answer. And he tried to walk forward there, and you see I just put the stick in front of him to stop him from walking forward out of it. I'm going to ask him again, walk into him. Good. I'm going to ask for a couple steps this time. Good. 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 All right. So, and then he gave me 2 eyes, which is good. So he's looking to me for direction. And we're starting out with that. So I didn't even have to establish that part with him. He has already determined that I'm going to be his alpha horse, and he's already starting to look to me for direction. So that is good. So we're starting off in a good spot here. So let's see how he does. I'll ask him one more time with the forequarters. All right. In the right position, his eye has to kind of line up here. Cross over. Good. Good. All right, he's licking and chewing, and so he was even relaxed with that. So that's good. Good job, buddy. All right, let's see how he does the other side. Good. Very good. A little bit more reactive here, you can see. Just stick with them. Don't pull them necessarily back up, don't cross over. Go. Again. Good boy. Again. You see I go back on the lead there. Push you with me. Which isn't that surprising that he's more pushy here with this left side. because the majority of the time, people work with the horses on the left side, so his left horse would have been used to pushing people around a lot more than the right one. So when I work with horses, I would much rather work with a horse that's never had anything done with them than one that has had bad habits ingrained into them. So this is kind of a perfect example of what I'm talking about here. So I went on the right side and he did fantastic. Well, majority of the time people don't do a lot of stuff on the right side of the horse. They usually do it mainly on the left side. Well, I'm gonna assume, and this is just assume or guess, that he probably got away with being able to push people with his shoulder quite often on the left side. So this left horse is going to try and challenge me and see what he can get away with because he's gotten away with it so long that he's gonna try harder to see what he can do. So I'm gonna have to just stick with him longer, and it's just gonna take me a little bit longer to get him better on this left side. So we go ahead and ask again. See how he just doesn't really want to do that step over. And I'm just gonna ask for one step at the moment, and because the other way I was able to get a couple steps. But this one he's not near as good. Here's one. Good. So I'm going to stop and reward them. I'll rub them, let them know that was the right answer. Ask again. And I don't know if you can tell, but he was starting to turn his head away from me, but his shoulder was still here. His feet weren't moving, even though he was turning his head away from me. That tells me he's pushing into me with his shoulder. So I took the stick here and I went and tapped his shoulder to get him to move his forequarters away from me. So you see he's turning his head here. So I went and tapped his shoulder, let him know that that's not what I wanted. I want his whole front end to move. Alright, so he's kind of turning his head there. I probably should have tapped him, but he didn't give me crossover. So I'm gonna let that one slide for right now. Yeah, that was a good one, and he did it right away. I stopped and reward him, go ahead and rub. Know that was the right answer. Do it again. Good. See if we can get a couple of them this time. And this is another thing they'll do is when we're trying to yield the forequarters, they'll get sneaky. I don't know if you noticed, but he started walking into me with his hindquarters, and what that does is lets them pushing into your space with their hindquarters. So that's something you kind of have to be conscious about as well, because remember I was saying how when you yield the hindquarters, they'll sometimes push into you with their shoulder. Well, they'll do the same thing when you're yielding your forequarters. They'll sometimes push into you with their hip as well. So keep an eye on that, and if they do that, go ahead and tap them and reprimand them for that. So I'm going to ask again. Good. And there he was just backing up. He didn't step towards me. He just backed up, so I didn't tap his butt for that because he didn't try to push into my space. He just backed up. There you go, good boy. Here we go. Let's see again. Good. All right, so we know that was the right answer. Rub. Good boy. More. Good. Very good. Okay, we'll stop. Well, right there, he just took a step towards me at the very end. So I'm going to go ahead and tap him, let him know that he can't do that. I was about ready to release everything and move on, and he kind of blew it through that. Good boy. Just make sure more space away from us and not scared to sit here. More. Good. Good. All right. I'll take that from today. So that's a good start then. He definitely improved there just a couple minutes. So I'll take that for right now. We'll definitely repeat this during this lesson, throughout the entire lesson. So keep following along. I will continue to post his progress, and I will see you guys tomorrow with his next training session, and we will go from there. In the meantime, remember, horses are horses, not people, so treat them like a horse. Thanks.